Okay, hi guys, it's your girl Nikki Knows Now, Chairman 10 here in IM Academy and of course at Wealthier World. And so today's training is a game plan. It's a game plan designed to get you to the position, next two positions, wherever you currently are, whether you are a customer at the moment looking to hit Platinum 600, this game plan will be for you. Whether you are a Platinum 1000 looking to hit Chairman, Platinum 5000, this game plan will be for you, right? So I'm going to set you a game plan today, but not only am I going to set you a game plan, I'm going to set you a game plan for the people that come in so that you can set them the game plan, right? So this is a duplicatable system that is designed to go through your entire organization, right? Your entire organization. Now, I want to just say this for those of you that may be new or may have been in for a few months and may be very shocked to hear this, but I wasn't born a chairman. I too was a customer. At some point, I joined as a customer. At some point, I hit P150. Because sometimes you think that the person's always been a chairman because they've always been a chairman. But actually, no. I was a customer too, just like you, right? I too was a customer. And so I want you to take note of this, that this business is for anyone that can duplicate a system. Anyone. You do not need the skill, you don't need money, you just need to duplicate a system, right? Really, really simple. I'm going to teach you the system now. Now, for those of you that may be new, that don't understand the positions and stuff like that, I'm going to go through that first of all so that we're fully aware of exactly what position means what and what means what. So I'm going to get my board. I want to get a smaller one. I'm going to go through it so you can see. Actually, I might pull up the comp plan. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go through that as well for you. What we're also going to go through is a step-by-step of exact things that you need to do in order to get you where you want to get to. So the first thing that I want you to understand is simply 3 people, 150 a month. That's the Platinum 150. Someone called unlicensed room. Three people, 150 a month. 12, 600 a month. 30, 1,000 a month. 75, 2,000 a month. 225, 5,000 a month. 500, 10,000 a month. We all got that. Excellent. So now, what I want you to do is I want you to type in the chat, what is your goal? So what is your goal, right? So we got 3 people, 150, 12, 600 a month, 30, 1,000 a month, 75, 2,000 a month, 225, 5,000 a month, 500, 10,000 a month. So you have your short-term goal, your mid-term goal, and your long-term goal, right? So now what you want to do is you want to say your by when. So you may have your Chairman 10 by December 2020, So what is your goal for the next 30 days? So what I want you to do right now is type in your goal for the next 30 days. You have your midterm and your long term privately with yourself, but for the next 30 days, what is your goal for the next 30 days? Right? Next 30 days. So step 1 is knowing the goal. Step 2 is by when? 30 days. Very important, 30 days. Right? So not just you're taking this for yourself. Remember, this is what you're going to teach your person that's coming in as well. Step 1, goal. Step 2, position in 30 days. Right? Step 3, I want you to ask yourself right now, what are you going to do with that money? What are you going to do with that money? That's step 3. What are you going to do with the money? What is that additional income going to mean for you? What are you going to do with that money right now? Okay, Spain. Invest in my trading account. That's not really a real why. Why? Because that means that you're not going to be connected to that. Help family in Jamaica. Investment for a house deposit. Pay off my debts. Clear debt. Down payment for my home. Purchase another house. Buy a house. Right? You hit P1000, P2000, you're not going to put that money every single month in your trading account. What is that money actually going to do for you? Property investment. Go on a health retreat. Quit my job. Right, Patrice, I don't want 90 days. I want 30 days. Go part-time from work. Give my grand $1,000 a month. Give my grand $1,000 a month. New things for the family home. Build my farm in Africa. Quit my job. Pay my debts. Help my grandparents in Jamaica. If you don't have a why for the next 30 days, that's why it's not urgent for you right now. What are you going to do with that money? You have to associate that money with what you're actually going to do. So you're going to pay off your debts. You're going to give some money to your parents. Quit your job. It's going to enable you to quit your job. Buy some equipment. Redecorate my home. So invest in the further 30 days. I don't know what that means. 30 days to have at least P150, then at 10K compound. 30 days for P150, that's not a goal. Anyone can, 30 days for P150. This call is P600 minimum. Hitting P150 in 30 days is not a goal at all. That's not a goal. I mean, my son hit P150 without even trying, without knowing anything in the business. Thank you. Better. P600 in 30 days. What is that $600 going to do for you a month time? Going to make me debt free. Right? Very important when we talk about this, that not only we challenge ourselves, but we challenge the people that we're teaching. But I don't have, I don't know how much I don't know how much I want. Well, you don't know how much you want. That's why you're not getting there. I've never traded before. I don't understand this business, so I don't know how much I want. Well, I've just showed you the compound plan, the compensation plan. 3 people is 150 a month, 600 a month, 1,000 a month. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? What do you need? Okay, cool. So now we know how much, what our why is, why we're doing it, what that money is actually going to mean to us. We're now connected. If, you know, when I hit P150, that's my phone bill covered. My phone is no longer a liability, it's an asset. P600 means I can quit my job. I no longer have to work no more. Because between my trading and 600 a month, boom. Right? I can start to invest in my Airbnb in Jamaica. You have to have that thing in your mind that's going to push you to get to that next level. Cool. Number 4. Now, what do you need to actually get to that goal? What do you need? So if you're currently unranked and your goal is P600, what do you need? So you know you need 12 people. But that could mean you need 3 people and you help those 3 get to P150. Do you know what it is that you need? And we're going to break that down in a bit, right? About actually what it is that you need in order to get to that place. So if you're someone that wants to hit P600, that's 3 P150s. You don't have to do all the work. You just need to duplicate this to 3 people and they, boom. Excellent. Same with P1000, right? So you're now breaking down exactly what it is that you need to do in order to hit that position. We'll look at that in a bit, right? Then number 5, the exact daily plan. What is the exact daily plan that you have to do in order to get to that position? The exact daily plan. So I'm talking the activity, how many hauls. Maybe it's your list. In fact, it is your list. So here's one of the things that you're going to do. Write your 100 list. Write your 100 list. 100. Oh, but I don't know 100 people. I've run out of people. You never run out of people. You only run out of belief. You never run out of people. How do you run out of people? We're living in a day and age where social media puts 7 billion people in the palm of your hands. How do you run out of people? You don't run out of people. You just run out of belief. So you never run out of people. There are too many people in the world right now for you to run out of people. This business it's a game of building relationships. Hey, hi, I love your profile. How you doing? Lovely connecting with you. You see that takes effort, right? Can you build relationships with individuals? You see, the funny thing is people say, no, but not those types of people. I want the, I had someone say, yeah, but they're not a Nikki. How do you know who your beasts are going to be? How do you know who's going to come in and kill it? Write your list. You see, the interesting part of it is you may message Nikki and Nikki doesn't respond. But guess what? The person that you wrote off, Nikki's brother who has the link to Nikki is available. And so you're writing off Nikki's brother because Nikki's brother isn't the beast, but actually you go to the brother, you get to Nikki through the brother. But you wrote him off because you said he don't look like he's worth it. And so you write your 100 list and you don't write no one off. millions of people in the world. Millions. You never run out of people. You see, one of the biggest problems that we have is that, especially at the leadership level, people come out of phase one. They stop piquing interest. They stop building relationships. They want their team to do it all. Can you stay in phase one? And so the first piece of action that I'm going to give you is to rewrite your 100 list. 100. Rewrite your 100 list. And then the goal is for you to personally bring in 10 people in 5 days. You're like, did she just say 10 people in 5 days? Did she just say 10 people in 5 days? Personally, yo, I ain't even brought 10 people in 5 years. I ain't even brought 10 people in 5 months. Did she just say 10 people in 5 days? Yeah, 2 a day. Monday to Friday. Remember, it's not about what you can do, it's about what you can teach. 10 people, 5 days. I'm going to show you the blueprint, right? I'm going to show you how to do it. You see, everyone wants the goal. Everyone wants to achieve the goal. But they don't want to hit the target. They don't want to hear what it is that they have to do in order to get it. 10 people, 5 days. Who wants to be able to have 10 people in 5 days? Who on this call? Because that's the point where some people just left, and that's fine. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you how to spend a limited amount of time with the masses rather than loads of time with a few people. And the way that you do that is you sort. You're sorting. S-O-R-T. Sorting. You're sorting to find those people that you don't have to convince. You don't have to convince to believe in this business. The people that see the vision, that say, hey, look, I need this. I want this. I'm not in the convincing business. So we send the link out, or someone wants to come and join us, but we need to raise the posture a little bit. So I'm going to teach you today how to raise your posture. How many of you wouldn't mind getting someone to join like instantly? No long talking, no loads of questions, just straight joining. I'm going to teach you what I've been doing. Very simple. And so you got to understand that you're sorting. There are so many people that say they want the blueprint, but when you provide it to them, they're not willing to do what it takes. So you want to sort that out quickly. How many of you have ever spent some time with people, too much time? They came in, you invested time into them, you poured into them, you poured everything into them, only for them to go around and quit. Only for them to just show that they're just wasting your time. So I'm going to show you today how you can sort. You need to be able to sort. Time wasters. Was you sent to bed?
No.
Well, why are you sneaking in here?
And I just wake up in the morning.
You woke up in the morning?
Yeah.
You've just woken up? Oh, mighty, she's not going to go to bed tonight. Go and find Daddy. Go and find Daddy. Go on. Jesus, God help me. She's like her mum. She's a night owl. She's just woken up. So we're sorting, right? We are sorting. Too many times we invest our time on people. They waste our time. And then you get that feeling like they've drained your energy because you've poured so much into them. So I'm going to teach you how to sort, but sort quickly. So you don't waste too much time and energy on people that are not going to perform, people that don't really want it. You want to sort to see who wants it, right? But you can't be afraid of no's, guys. You can't be afraid of the no. So many of us are afraid of the no, right? I'm going to set you guys another challenge. Aim for 100 no's in a row. 100 no's in a row. Remember, this is duplicatable. So when I teach you how to bring in your people, your 10 people, you're going to teach this to your 10 people. Aim for 100 no's in a row. If you get a yes at 5 or 6 or 7, you have to start again. Get to 30 no's. You're starting again from scratch. Aim for 100 no's in a row. I hope you guys are writing this down, taking notes. You told me you want it. You told me you want to retire your parents. You told me you want to quit your job in 30 days. You told me you wanted this. So I'm going to give you the blueprint. Now, here's how I assess who is worthy of the mentorship. Those that can follow the information in this video. Remember, it's not about what you can do. It's about what you can teach, what is duplicatable. So, you've committed to, if I can teach you, now this is where you're going to ask them the questions, guys. This is where you're going to ask them the questions. Because you can't be afraid of the no. You are going to get people tell you no. When we set this plan, you're going to have no's. You're going to have no's. But you see, I want you to think of a waiter. When the waiter goes up to the table once they finish eating the main course, and the waiter says, "Would you like dessert, madam?" And the person says, "No dessert, please." Does the waiter then turn around and cry because he got a no? Does he shut the restaurant down because he got a no? No, it's the law of averages. Maybe this couple didn't want dessert today, but somebody else is going to want dessert. You see, the problem is not the skill, guys. I tell you this for a fact. It's emotional discipline. We have to be disconnected with the result. You will get no's. You are going to get no's. But you got to have emotional discipline. You can't be affected by the no's. See, that's why it always makes me laugh when I see people who blow their accounts and say they're going to quit because they blew their account. Like, seriously? Okay, you're going to quit now. Excellent. So now what's the plan? What now? You're going to go back and work a 9 to 5? You're going to stay unhappy in your job? I've just given you a blueprint of how to get to 10,000 a month. So if you don't do this, what are you going to do? What's the plan? What's the major plan? So now you're going to quit. What now? Where are you going? What are you going to do? This is the blueprint. And so if you can't get over being affected by no's, you have to do the work and understand that this is the law of averages. This is the law of averages, guys. You got to maintain what your goal is. Break it down into small chunks, daily activities. So here what you're going to say to them. They join You're talking to them. How many of you have ever spoken to people? They're asking you all these questions. You've shown them the plan. I've seen so many people that have gone on the plan like 4 times. And you're like, okay, ready to get started? And then you hear nothing from them for ages. Then they message you again. Oh, can I get on a call? You're like, yeah, you can get on a call. They give you a date. They ask you some more questions. And then you're like, so you ready to get started? They air you again for a little bit. And you could be investing so much, a cat and mouse, Nicola. Excellent. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. So here's how you close and you close. Had 4 of those today. Excellent. Here's how you want to know how to raise your posture and close it and shut it down. This is what I'm going to show you right now how to do, right? Very simple. I'm going to give you the questions right now. Write this down. Question number 1. Are you open to business opportunities giving you additional income? Are you open to business opportunities giving you additional income? Yes or no answer. If they say no, the conversation is finished. We are not in the convincing business to convince someone to want a business. Multi-millionaires are still open to opportunities of business. Billionaires are still open to opportunities of business. So at that stage, if they say no, say, okay, thank you. You know, it doesn't make sense us carrying on this conversation because if you're not open, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. Have a great day. Finito. End of. They say yes. You move on to the next question. Right? So at any point, if there's a no, conversation done. No back and forward, no cat and mouse. Question number 2. So they say yes, they are open to other stuff. Excellent. Question number 2. So what is your financial goal? What is your financial goal? Very simple. Now, at this point, you might get them to say, well, I want to quit my job. I want to, retire my parents. I want to be able to do X, Y, Z. Excellent. How much would that cost? What kind of numbers are we talking about here? 2,000, 1,000 a month, 6,000 a month, whatever. Now, you get the odd occasion. Have you ever said that to someone before and they say, oh, I don't know, just any amount is good? Any amount, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't really know, just more money. Say, well, talk to me about what you need. Because if you don't have a goal, we can't work. So if you don't have a goal, what are you reaching for? If you don't have a goal, we've got nothing to work with. So just for the purpose of this conversation, pull a number out the top of your head. But we can't move on if you can't give me a number. It's posture. They refuse to give you a number. Okay, have a great day. We can't work, boo. Posture. Listen, we're sorting out from early because if they're giving you problems before they've even started, you ain't got time for that. Bye. Like, yo, laters. Later, alligator. You go with your no goal itself down the road, G. Like, we don't deal with that here. You don't know where you're going. All right, I'll tell you what, you have a think about where you want to go and then come back to me when you kind of have a goal in mind. Boom. They give you the goal, excellent. And they start saying something, you're like, listen, we need a starting point. If you haven't got a goal, we got nowhere to start. I need to know kind of what your goal is. And of course, we're not going to be rude about it, right? I'm just busting jokes, but you guys get the point, right? You get the point. So now they've given you their goal. They've told you what they're aiming for. Excellent. I need to know what you're aiming for. So you've told me you're open for business. You told me you want to make 2,000 a month. You told me, that, you want to retire your parents. You want to quit your job, whatever. So the next question I have for you is, how much time do you currently have available to put into doing a new business? How much time do you have available to put in to this new business? Let's say, 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day. Maybe on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I got more time, 1 hour, whatever. Excellent. So you've got an hour a day to be able to make 2,000 a month, right? Now, it depends on your relationship, right, with someone. But I once heard someone, say that, and this is the thing, right? They say, oh, I don't have no time. Okay, what do you do now? So I work 30 hours a day. Okay, cool. You work 30 hours a week, 36 hours, 40 hours a week. I work 40 hours a week. Okay, cool. You work 40 hours a week. And if you don't mind me asking, like, how much do you earn? I earn like 2,000 a month, just under 2,000, 1,900. Okay, so what would it take for you to do your goal, which is to leave your job? Minimum 2,000 a month. So at the moment you work for 1,900 and you put 36 hours a week to make 1,900, and you want to make 2,000 a month with me, and you don't have more than an hour to put to that. You want to make 10,000 a month with me, but you don't want to put more than an hour to put to that. But you're happy to work 36 hours for 1,900 a month, but you don't want to work 2 hours a day for 10,000 a month. And you said you don't have time. Right, so we need to reevaluate here exactly what we're going to do. But let's work with your 1,000 a month. We're going to work with your 1,000 a month, with your 1 hour a day. Your 1 hour a day for 2,000 a month, right? So here's the killer question now. If I can show you how to earn that income in that time you have, will you be ready? If I can show you how to earn that income in that time, will you be ready to get started? I'm just looking for the excuse. I mean, they'd be stupid to say no, right? I've asked you 4 questions. 4 questions. Don't waste my time. I ain't got time for this. well, you know, I want to do research. I want to look. You just told me that you need money. You told me by when. I've given you a blueprint. Don't waste my time. I haven't got time to waste. You know, I don't know anything about. Look, right now, I'm willing to teach you. I'm going to show you the blueprint of exactly what you need to learn. Do you have any questions for me at this stage? This is the last question before the killer blow. Do you have any further questions? Okay, yeah, you want to know that? X, Y, Z. Is it a pyramid? No, it's not a pyramid. Pyramids are this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, now I've answered your questions. Are you ready to get started now? Which pack do you want? The elite or the platinum? Finish. End of. Oh, I need to speak to my husband. I need to do. Okay. Okay, cool. So once you've spoken to your husband, you get back to me. When will you speak to your husband? Tonight when he comes home from work. Excellent. So what I'll do is I will contact you tomorrow to get you started. No cat and mouse. No cat and mouse. We don't have time to chase people. So let me repeat them questions again so you've got it. Are you open to business opportunities to make additional income? What's the income that you want, the financial goals that you want? How much time can you commit? Do you have any questions? If I can show you how to earn that income in the time that you have available, will you be ready to get started with me today? Very important, today. That's it. Why are we going back and forward? There's none. That's the end. And so you have that conversation. And remember, those questions are going to be so you're going to do a presentation, right? So are you open to business opportunities? Boom. This is all like the open to business opportunities. You're going to get them on, you're going to show them the plan, right? You're going to show them the plan. You're going to tell them what it is. That's the first question you ask them before you show them the plan. Because it's pointless showing them the plan if they're not open. You got to ask them that question first so they're open. Have to ask them the question. Boom. What income do you want? If I can show you a way, will you get started with me today? Boom. Show them the plan. They come back. Okay, now you've seen the plan. Do you have any questions? Answer the questions. So you told me if I can show you a way in the time that you have to make extra money, you'll be ready. Because I ain't going to go through showing you the plan if you ain't going to be ready. You already said you're going to be ready. So now I've showed you. Do you have any questions? Now you're ready. And if you get someone like that, I mean, I found when I do that, I sort out the time wasters very quickly. Sort them out very, very quickly. Because you know who wants it, because that's it. You get an answer straight away. So you're going to get your no's, but you're going to get them a lot quicker than the time that you're wasting now trying to we're not here to, we don't want to, if we have to convince them to join, we're going to have to convince them to stay. And how many of you are tired of convincing people to stay? We want people that understand the vision, that understand what it is going to take to make this money. And then you hear them, and this is where you have to, your ears have to be intelligent to pick up on signs. You hear them say things like, okay, I'm going to try and make this work. I'm going to try. No. That's a problem. If you say, I will try, you failed already. Because the fact that you're saying, I will try, leaves a window. You've left a window open for failure. We don't try. We make this thing work. You have to make a decision to make it work. There is something about deciding, decide, right? And this is something that I heard today, and it's so powerful. So powerful. You know the word homicide, pesticide. Those words, right? The word homicide means to kill someone else. The word pesticide means to kill bacteria. You know the word decide? It means to kill the alternative. Kill the alternative. So if you decide to do something, that means you have made up your mind that it's going to be done. There is no alternative. When you decide to do something, not try, you have to decide to do it. You have to kill the alternative. Make a decision to win. So we have to train people when they first come in, from the beginning, from the outset, to build that mindset to win. Now you're going to have your 10 people that you've brought in 5 days, 10 personals. Can you duplicate this training with those 10 people, with your entire team? Now, obviously, you want it. You're gonna run with your runners, right? So those that are in already say, "Hey, I just want to trade." You're not gonna overbear them and try and break them down. You need to assess who it is that you're dealing with. But this game plan is for those 10 people that you're going to bring in that are going to run with you all the way to chairman. Very simple. It's training people's minds from day one, because they said they need X amount of money. And so if their mindset isn't prepared, I had someone today, I've lost my job, I've got no money. I have no money whatsoever. I've lost my job. I will do anything to get into this business. Anything at all to get into this business. I am desperate. I'm on the floor. I am down and out. I'm broke. And her best friend is in the business. And her best friend called me and said, my best friend has just lost her job. My best friend desperately wants to join, but she doesn't have the money. Nikki, what do you think about me paying for her to come in? This is the best friend. I said to the best friend, I don't advise it. You know, please, Nikki, I really want to pay for her to come in. I said, I'll tell you what, if you are adamant, she was going to do it anyway. I said, if you are adamant that you're going to pay for your friend to come in, let me speak to her first. Let me help you. Because sometimes when you bring in friends, you don't get the respect. And you start as you mean to go on. So I got on the phone with her and her best friend. And I spoke to the best friend yesterday. And I said to the best friend, look, your friend has your back. Your friend wants you to win. Your friend has said she's going to pay for you to come in. Should I give her the okay? She's gone, yeah, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm hungry. I want this. I want this. I said, I'll tell you what you do is, and I told her, I mentor, over 1,000 people right now. And so my time is very valuable. And so I have to pick and choose the people that I invest my time with, that they're not going to waste my time. And so the way that I judge people, whether they are coachable, whether they respect me enough to take my advice, is through a series of videos that I drop into a chat to see if they respect me enough to complete the videos, to see if they would take their time out to watch those videos. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you one video. And if you can watch that video with some notes, I will see that you are too a coachable person. You told me that you have no job. You have nothing right now. And if you can watch that video, pick up the phone and make 30 phone calls from now until tomorrow. Come back on the call with me tomorrow at 7 p.m. with whoever you manage to get. Doesn't matter how many, but you commit to making 30 calls. I'm going to send you a video called The Perfect Invite, and you just have to watch that video and duplicate that 30 times with people in your phone book. I'm giving you an escape route. She said, thank you so much. This is a lifeline. She even said, I'm going to get to work right now. I said, 7 p.m. tomorrow, and it was 7 p.m. when we had the call, so it was exactly 24 hours. You send those notes to your friend, she'll send it to me, and the list of the 30 people. We jump back on the call 7 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll have a conversation around, how it went for you. Because I want to help you. I said to her, I have people in my group chat that are making money that find it hard to watch a video. So I want to see if you have it in you to get on board into this family. She said, thank you so much. I'm on it. 6:56 p.m. today. You guys know where this is going. I get a message from the best friend telling me, Nikki, don't waste your time coming on the Zoom. She declined. She doesn't want me to pay for her anymore. She said that she phoned 5 people and she got 5 no's, and she's not going to do it anymore. Let me tell you something. So many people say they want it. So many people say they want freedom. So many people say that they need this. But when put to the test, oh glory, they just don't want it bad enough. I see people in the wealthier world pass over opportunities repeatedly. God bless those that are outside. How do we expect those outside to have the principles when some of us inside don't have the principles? We can't even take an hour, half an hour out of our day to watch a mindset video. So of course, we're not setting the standards for those that are coming in, because people will copy what you do. Oh, I bet you got some. I bet you wish you put more of your team onto this, right? The girl didn't come back. She didn't come back. Silly child. All she had to do was to come back on and show the list of the 30 rejections. and she would have got a pass. But the test was her mind. The test was her mindset. Some of us say we want it, but we just don't want it. And I'm sure some of you on the call right now going, what a stupid girl. She said to me, Nikki, you know, I love my best friend, but I want your mentorship. And I said, if you want me to mentor you, you want to take my time away from the over 1,000 people that I already have, you've got to prove to me that you're worth the mentoring. Can you complete some tasks that are very, very simple to do? You don't need no training at all. And come back to me and show me the report tomorrow. Computer said no. She was so fired up yesterday. I say all that to say what? What's my point? What is my point? You can give it away free and some people will still pass it away. So you got to validate yourself, validate the people. Raise the bar. Don't be so desperate. You got to stick it on people a little bit. Let them understand the value that you're offering, because so many people will waste your time. So many people will waste your time. So many people will waste your time. So right, I got my board here. And I know you guys have all got your boards, your vision boards and all that, right? Because that's part of the Wealthier World plan. So I got my 100,000 a month written there, yeah? But whatever your number is, you put it on the chair one second. Whatever your number is, you'll have that number, right? Let's see if this can work. So far away though. All right, hopefully you'll be able to see. I'm gonna turn it sideways. All right. So, what did we say? 10 people, 5 days. 10 personals, 5 days. 10 personals, 5 days. How many calls do we think we need to make in order to have 10 personals in 5 days? How many calls do we need to make per day, right? Because this is very, very simple maths, right? It's the law of averages. How many people you need to get onto a call? Now, this is the great thing about the Wealthier World family. I was deep in this the other day. We have 28 calls a week, minimum. 28 calls. 28 calls, and some people can't get 3 people on a call. 28 calls. 28 calls. Hold on. You mean to say, I want someone to really have a check this. What would you have to do for an extra 600 a month at your job right now? I say, what would you have to do? Who would you have to do for an extra 600 a month? Because 600 extra a month, when I was in the bank, yo, that was unheard of. Especially when you reached a certain level, 50 hours. What about 1,000 a month? What about 2,000 a month? What would you have to do for that type of money in a regular 9 to 5? How much of your time would you have to invest? Because if you can get your 10 personals, 10, and you duplicate this training with them, and they do the same and get their 10, mighty heavenly, That's a system. Mercy. You might be able to retire quicker than you thought. And this is just residual income. So check it. You want to be able, because look, when you're thinking about the ratio, yeah, you get 5 people on the call, 3 of them joining, 2 of them joining, at the least. 5 people on the call, if you don't have 2 people joining, something wrong. 5 people on a call. You get 5 people on a call, 2 are joining. Facts. The way we're going right now, we're having instant joiners. You see, when I joined, there was no one closing at the end of a Zoom. It was like, get back to the person. Who remembers that? We're the original people. Right now, we close at the end of our Zooms. When we joined, there was no end of Zoom close. It was like, get back to the person who put you on, have a chat with them, any questions. You see, the system you guys see now was not the system it was when we joined. We created this. If you go onto anybody else's Zooms, you don't see the killer close like how we do killer close here. So you get 5 people on a call. Can't even see that. So dark. Hold on. No, you can't see it. I'm gonna hold it up in a bit. 5 people on a call, yeah? You're gonna get that converted to a minimum of 2 joins. What a coincidence. That's what we need, isn't it? 2 a day. 10 in 5 days. 5 people on a call, 2 join. 5 people on a call, 2 join. And guess what happens at the end of the call? We tell them to come back tomorrow with all their mates. But you're not gonna stop on that, because you're looking for your 10 personals. And you're gonna work with them 10 people. And all the way to chairman. Why? Because 10 people hitting Platinum 1000 is your chairman. They say 12 to 15 just in case people quit. Siri is so eggs up. So you work with your 10 people to get them to P1000. 10 people hitting P1000. And we say 12 to 15 in case of cancellations, yeah? So you want to aim for 12 to 15. But remember, you're going to work with your 10. You're going to work with your 10 people. I know Amina did not just talk about Apple. 10 people. And you're going to help them hit P1000. But the midterm goal is going to be their P600, right? So you're going to tell them to get their 10 people so that they hit P600 in their first 5 days. Remember, when someone joins, the first thing you're going to say to them is, if I can show you a way, are you ready to go? Okay, cool. You need to do your list. Active candidate list. 100 names. They're going to work for those 100 names. Bang. Let me tell you this, right? If you don't get the momentum in their first 5 days, you missed out. You have to get it going in the first 5 days. Boom, boom, boom. From day 1, the first 5 days must be busy, active. The excitement must be there. Boom. 5 on a call, 2 join. When have you ever seen this? You can put 5 people on a call 5 times. 10 people join, and that leads you to 10,000 a month. Boom. 5 people join, especially if you're a customer at the moment. 5 people join a call for 5 solid days. 2 join, that's 10. You are literally 2 away from Platinum 600. You've just created $600 a month. And bear in mind, you will be Platinum 600 because you're teaching your 10 as they come in to do the same thing, and they're bringing in theirs as well. So in 5 days, you've hit Platinum 600. You see, this isn't about skill. This is about belief. Believing that you can pick up the phone. Until you don't stop, until you get your 5 people that's joining the call. And you know what people are going to be like. Oh, you know, you know, the cat, you know, had a panic attack. You know, my goldfish fainted. You know what people are going to say. So you don't aim for 5 people joining. You aim for 10 people joining because you know 5 are going to drop off. So this number 5 is actual people on the call. She aimed for 10 to commit, 5 to drop off, so 5 are going to join the call. And out of 5 that join, 2 are going to be serious. Because our closing is just that good. And then the most important step is to duplicate. I'm hearing so many people come in, and after a week, they don't even know about the compensation plan yet. They don't even know that they should be inviting people on a call. They don't know. People will do what you tell them to do. They're going to do what you tell them to do, how you lead them. They say, oh, I don't want to do that yet. You told me you want to make income. You told me you wanted to make $2,000 a month. You have to refer. That's why them questions are so important. All you need to do is you do this with every person that jumps on board and your chairman. You fly through the ranks so quick. 5 on a call, 2 join, 5 days, Platinum 600. Boom, you got your 10 coming, 30 days, P2000. You'll fly through the ranks so quick. But it's about a numbers game. It's about knowing that you're going to get no's. You're going to get the no's. But you're going to run with the yeses. You physically, you save so much time because you figured out who the time wasters are already. You figured them out already. So just to recap here, all we're saying is the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through the game plan with them, find out their goal. You show them the compensation plan. Where do you want to hit in 30 days? What are you going to do with the money? What do you need to actually physically get it? How many phone calls? And you tell them you need to get 5 on the call, and the key is joining your first 10 people in 5 days. 10 people, 5 days. 10 people, 5 days. That's the goal. 600 a month in your first 5 days. Now, there's people that have come in that have been in for 5 years that still haven't hit this. And you know why I put it to you like this? I put it to you like this is because they're not focused on it. Whatever you focus on grows. Now, how many people got on this call? 59 people on this call. And I put to you, 59 people are not going to do it. Just like that girl, they say they want it, but they're not willing to drop their own ego. They're not willing to put aside their own thoughts and feelings. This is not personal. The no's, don't take them personally. We are aiming for 100 no's in a row. Cast aside. Cast aside how you feel. And just make a decision. Remember, decide that it's going to get done. No other alternatives. We're killing the alternatives. The alternatives mean that you stay in your financial situation. The alternatives mean that you stay not retiring your parents. The alternatives mean that you stay working a job that you want to leave. No alternatives. Who's excited right now? And who's scared? Who believes? Very simple, guys. Very, very simple. And so the real deal of this is you decide from here, because we've given you the vehicle. We've given you the vehicle now. You have unlimited amounts of money available to you. Unlimited amounts. And it all depends on how much you want to leave on the table. Unlimited amounts of money is on the table for you right now. How much do you want? How much do you want? You want to put in 40 hours? 40 hours into a job that's going to pay you $1,900 a month? Or you want to put in an hour into something that's going to pay you $10,000 a month? 2 hours, it's going to pay you $10,000 a month. 3 hours, it's going to pay you $10,000 a month. It doesn't make sense right now to do the first option. There is so much money on the table right now, but how much are you willing to take? And how much do you want to leave on the table? Now, I came to work with those that are serious, that those that can take instructions, that those that implement trainings. I'm not going to invest my time with someone that's not going to implement the training, someone that is not capable of copying a system. That's posture, right? Too many people in the world. So now the decision is yours. And so what you want to do is you want to be touching base with your mentor daily, especially over these next 5 days. And what you're going to type into the chat, right? What I want you to type into the chat, this is where it gets really fun, and this is where the accountability happens, is what I want you to do is type into the chat every day when you've got your 10. So you're going to do 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Now, for the people that have no idea what's going on, they're not going to know what on earth is happening. But for those of us on the call that spot someone saying 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, we're going to celebrate you. And so this is now a culture that's going to go on forever and ever, because guess what? I'm recording this. So the people that are watching this can also come in at any given time and write their 1 out of 10, their 2 out of 10, their 3 out of 10. And we're going to celebrate each and every person that begins to do their 1 out of 10, just to show that they have the coachability factor. And this is how everyone remains coachable. Everyone remains accountable for what it is that they promised themselves they're going to do in the time where they knew that they needed something different. Not everyone's going to do it. Many were called, few were chosen. But I want to see your 1 out of 10. I want to see your 2 out of 10. And I can't wait to see your 10 out of 10 so we can tear the house down and celebrate you. And so you get back to your mentor and you tell your mentor, look, I'm ready to go. I've watched the blueprint. I've watched the builder's blueprint and I'm ready to go. And you text your mentor daily. I'm on my 1 out of 10. Not sure if you saw it in a group. I'm in my 2 out of 10. So your mentor can hold you accountable for what it is that you're doing. So you drop it in the group so everyone can see, and you send it to your mentor personally. So that could be a text, an email, a letter, a birdie, any form of communication. but you want to drop it into the group as well so the rest of the team can see that you're running this thing up. So who's ready to hit their 1 out of 10? Who's ready to go for their 1 out of 10? Who's the first one that's going to hit their 10 out of 10? Because I can't wait to celebrate each and every one of you.